Would you mind talking about that a little bit? Because that's really a big topic, between like the Me Too movement, and there is a lot of discussion with like ethical porn as well. From your experience, would you talk about that a little bit, about the differences and similarities when it comes to both industries?
I think there's a lot hidden in mainstream that there's a lot of, well, it's coming out more and more now, and
Right.
ever since, Me Too and all that. But as you can see, there was so much hidden and so much, like women were, made to do things to get jobs and things. I just think there's so much more consent in porn. It feels like everything is agreed to ahead of time, and everything is, at least on the sets that I'm a part of again. But we were talking like in mainstream, very high level people were being
Sure.
treated very badly.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. It's. I think there's a lot of shame and secrecy in the mainstream industry that people still don't talk about, even though it's more so now. And I think that porn is wrongly accused of being an industry that objectifies and targets women because, listen, women have so much more power in porn than they do in mainstream in many ways. I mean, we have award-winning directors that are women. We have, performers that consistently get paid more than their male counterparts in
Right.
porn. That does not happen in mainstream. There are so few directors in mainstream, especially in film, that are women. And there are so many women calling the shots in porn that I don't think people realize that. And I just think that's really an empowering thing. And also these girls that come in are able to make so much money and build their brands in ways that mainstream does not allow you to, because I mean, I guess with like TikTok and Instagram and stuff, people are able more to make money on their own terms, but there still is a studio system and a system in place that, decides who is popular, who's going to get hired, who's going to
Right.
go ahead. And how, I know who's going to get, the most preferential treatment, I guess. But these girls are making such good money that they're making a lot more than a lot of mainstream actors, especially ones that aren't starring on any shows or
Really? Do,
anything.
do they make that big? Is there that big of
I
a
think it's the
discrepancy?
difference. There is, well, I'm not going to say like a actor that's on a television show
Sure.
or anything like that, but I'm talking about your general actor that's probably working job to job. It's harder to keep jobs going. They don't have a platform, usually like an OnlyFans or anything, to sell content or to up their monetary game in any way. And so, yeah, I mean, girls, they're making a good living while they're not having to work other jobs
Right.
to support themselves. It's their brand that's supporting
And
themselves.
that in itself is very empowering for
Yeah, it's an
anyone. Yeah.
amazing thing that women and they want, and that's what sucks when people want to take away that power from women because it's sex, and that's another way to control women. Oh, you can't use your body in the way that you want to use it, or you won't have that freedom because we deem it as dirty, or we devalue it.
Right.